We are playing Pokemon Dash.
Huh. So I guess he's passed out. You know what that means? It's time to game on, fellas!
Yes. Welcome back to another episode of Watersurf's Gaming Hour. For the 21st episode in the series, we're looking at probably the worst spin-off Pokemon title to ever come out during the DS era, and possibly just in general, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Imagine racing with Pokemon, but the controls are ass, and it's on the Nintendo DS, and you get to play as a f***ing Pikachu, bro.
That's right. We are taking a look at another racing game, but this one is Pokemon themed with a twist. What is that twist, you may ask? It gives you carpal tunnel syndrome if you play for more than 10 minutes. My wrist still hurts.
We'll go ahead and start with the tutorial of the game, which covers the bare basics. Basically, the overall objective is to run to each of the checkpoints on the map and trying to outrace your opponents. The only problem with this is it's all on the touchscreen, so you know what that means.
I have severe carpal tunnel syndrome from playing this game.
I just want to take a moment to also highlight my setup for this game. The only reason this game was barely tolerable is because of this stupid little 3DS stand that came with the Kid Icarus Uprising game. Of course, there are some stages that are easier, but once you get into the meat and potatoes of this game, you are furiously swiping at your screen, trying to make sure this dumbass yellow rodent gets from point A to point B to point C, and so on and so forth.
Pikachu, are you ready to race?
Pikachu.
I told you to lay off the jelly donuts. Shaking my head.
On top of getting to each of the checkpoints, there are some obstacles in your path that you have to overcome, as well as some power-ups to get past said obstacles. For example, sometimes your race will take you off path and going through various terrains such as sand, trees, ice, grass, and much more. Don't worry, you get to surf across the water via a Lapras, run across the lava thanks to this lava shield thing, and go up in the air to get to the next island via a balloon. Sounds cool, right?
I think Bro is not addressing the fanfare in the room. This was the first game to introduce Munchlax. Big deal, right?
Yeah, that's what also the selling point for this game was. Sure. Let's go ahead and boot up the game, and you get introduced to this big old Pikachu balloon, and then Pikachu eventually runs up to you, but won't actually let you start the game until you touch him. Like, bro, why do I gotta pull your ear or whatever to start the game, you weirdo?
Rub my belly and I'll let you start the game.
Bro, you are all belly. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Are you calling me fat?
Well, I ain't calling you a Munchlax if that's what you're trying to imply.
Pika! Forget it. Give me another jelly donut, you plebeian.
Yeah, I knew that fat yellow rodent wouldn't actually go through with it. You know what we will go through though? The different modes available for us to play. Just keep in mind that this was played via a 3DS and only in single player mode, so this episode will not be covering the special courses created via putting a GBA Pokemon game into the DS's GBA slot, and or the multiplayer, since who would really want to play this game with me, or just play this game in general?
Seriously, go look online about the reception this game got, especially some of the reviews from 2004. Most people have the same opinions that I do, that it's a cool little game, but it's held back by its terrible ass controls. And it was held back by its asking price for that time. Especially secondhand copies of this game go for way too much if you ask me.
We will mainly be focusing on the Grand Prix side of things, as who really cares about the time trials in this game? And no Billy Man 1593, nobody cares about getting the fastest time in this game other than you, okay? Anyway, there are 3 modes of the Grand Prix. You got the regular one, the hard one, and the expert one. I will say that the regular one and hard ones are more or less the same, except the hard one is a smidge harder, obviously. Now the expert one is interesting because you don't actually have to follow the checkpoints in order, but just take them as you want, but I will get into that in a bit.
With that being said, are you ready to start the Grand Prix?
Are you ready to share your search history in regards to a certain water evolution from the Eevee line?
No.
Well, there's your answer. Why don't you go back to your room and tip-tappy away at DS, boyo?
It's time to quickly go over each of the courses. We'll be pulling from both the easy and hard cups because they are practically the same, except some have some different Pokemon you race with. Oh yeah, they all have 5 different courses each, but it's more like the map opens up and the checkpoints get further apart, but I digress. Starting off with the green cup, all of the courses on this level are fairly straightforward, and it's pretty easy even on the harder GPs. The only downside is that it gets very tedious, very fast. Up next is the white cup, and yes, it's exactly what you expect as this is the snowy icy stages. I just hated this one because everything was miles apart.
I read a bio once.
Oh. All right then.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah.
Blue Cup was leagues easier, but also you could tell where some of my hatred started to pop up with this game as well. The last level alone drove me nuts. The Yellow Cup gets crazy and introduces lava into the mix, which is low-key annoying because this is a new element where Pikachu can just get barbecued or something. More tedious level design, and oh me, oh man, at least this has some variety, I guess. Last up is the Red Cup, and has some of the funnest level design in the entire game, but also has some of the worst level design in the entire game. The entire time during this, I was just asking when this race would be over as it just kept going and going. The last level had me going nuts at one point because I was trying to check the entire map from the air of where the hell I was supposed to go. But hey, it's all worth it at the end because our silly yellow bastard gets a trophy at the end of each cup. Look at that smile.
You see that, bitches? I got a gold cup.
I don't know why the hell you're gloating. I did all the work.
Yeah, and I did your mom last night.
Yeah.
I also want to mention before I move on to the hard cup is that they all have the same exact layout, but the Pokemon run faster and they cheat more. How do they cheat? I have no idea, but a few certain Pokemon, like Meowth, were always one step ahead or something like that. There is also something great about the hard cup, and that's that Mudkip is finally making his appearance. That's my boy, dude. That's the best Pokemon ever.
That's my son. Why did you have to do that right in my ear? And why was it wet? What is wrong with you?
Now it's finally time to talk about the Expert Cup, and boy wee. I feel like this is one of the few times where I absolutely dreaded playing more of this game. Expert Cup is the reason why I grew to hate this game as a kid, and that's just because the choose your own checkpoint nature of this entire GP. I kid you not having the ability to just go from one checkpoint to another and having to choose your own adventure made this for some reason harder for me. There was one point where my wife was concerned for me as she just saw me hunched over my desk tapping away at my little 3DS screen and making this yellow rodent run.
There are almost 20,000 results for Pikachu on Rule 34.
God dang it. Why can't we just have one normal episode without mentioning Pokemon Honkaroos? Anyway, the Expert Cup was complete BS, but not because of the lack of checkpoint directions, but also because Blaziken cheats, Meowth cheats, and even Apom cheats, but who cares about that purple monkey? I know people think Blaziken is cool, but bro drove me to insanity. Green Cup was easy, but I still got second. White Cup made me into a goddamn tryhard only to get third, and Blue Cup kicked my butt to the point where I literally stopped playing after this one. You know what? God dang it. I can't do this anymore.
I hate Pokemon Dash, and I'm okay with it. I get the concept that they're going for in this game, but honestly, I'd rather play Sonic R, the racing game, where you're outside the car and you're running around, because they at least embrace the jank that they're given, whereas this game doesn't. I also agree with the voiceover guy. And I have to say something as well. F this game. Alright? You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I quit. I'm out of here. See ya.
Huh. At least it's a nice day outside.
Yeah, that's the freak who looked up not safe for work drawings of me and even made the original voice actor who was voicing me quit.
Huh? What?
He might have kicked your ass in the virtual world, and now he's gonna kick your ass in the physical world.
Oh, haha. Hey, is that a Munchlax over there eating all your food?
Find that guy and kill him. He doesn't deserve to live. Well, that's going to wrap up this episode of Watersurf's Gaming Hour. I know this was a short one, but I honestly couldn't get much more out of this game. It has its spunk and was a neat little time waster for its time, but I cannot recommend this game even on an emulator. There is absolutely no reason to play this over any other racing game out there, especially due to its janky ass controls, terrible ass computer players, and even its just assy assiness of this ass of a game. But I will tell you that it does not even come close to the next game we are looking at on the show, but we'll have to find that silly host of ours to find out what it is. Now, where the hell did he go?
Oh, hey audience. I figured that this was the only way to get away from, that crazy fighting bird, Blaziken. The upside with Pokemon Dash is that there is no flying Pokemon in this game, so I am like 99% sure that I am safe up here. Wait a minute. Is that a thunderstorm? Oh god, no. Forget this, I'm jumping out.
Huh. Well, since he's out of the picture for now, let's go ahead and end the episode. Be sure to give those likes and subscribe, gamers, or else Pikachu will blackmail you too. Yeah, he ain't waking up. Go ahead and roll the credits, editor. Bye.